my thoughts into someone. When a pastor comes to me, I'll take this pastor to the grave. Make the pastor lie on top of the tomb. I'm now initiating the pastor, because most of these tongues that you hear in church are demonic tongues. So we'll go to the river with the pastor, then take him into the water. Then a serpent would appear in the water. We'll cut, just make a small cutting on the finger. The blood has to drop into the water. Force the pastor to have sex with the lady in my presence, as I'll be there summoning the spirit, which will come and take away that sickness. I know you've heard of sex magic.
Yes.
Sex is not just sex. In the spiritual realm, it means something different. This is why you are not supposed to be sleeping with anyone you find. These guys, when you look at these guys, there are a lot of sex scandals in their church. These are not just mere trying to quench, maybe, trying to satisfy himself or anything. They are rituals. These ladies, they are hosts. This is why they have a lot of miscarriages. They are spiritual hosts. Before he goes on the pulpit, he needs to sleep with a lady. So those that he's sleeping with, he's putting his spirits in them. Whenever he needs them, he will still go back and pick those spirits from them. So all these, this is why most of these prophetic churches, there are a lot of adultery. There's a lot of adultery, a lot of fornication happening.
Yes.
Think of it. A man who is doing all these things, yet when he stands on the pulpit, he is prophesying. Which type of God works with his sin? It's only the devil that works with his sin. Where there's a sin, God, you never find him there. So this is how healing is done. A lot of ladies out there are into problems because of these so-called prophets.
Yes.
So after this time now, I had the pastors, I had the manipulation, life was okay with me. So I reached a point where I felt, Luciferianism now, I have it with me.
Whatever rituals he did, he's now transferred or taught his wife, because now she's doing the exact same thing that he did. But now the question is she now sleeping with the boys at the church? Because we knew that for him to feed off his power, he needed to sleep with multiple girls, multiple times in a day. And it's so diabolical. That is why for me, I'm not moved when people say what they say, because I went through it, I lived it. I was there at synagogue for a good 4 years of my life, and I saw it all. With them. But here's the thing, once you stop your menstruals, your plastic bag that you've kept your sanitary towels there with all your blood, you are then taken to the prayer mountain. Now, this is not the prayer mountain that you see on Emmanuel TV. No. The one that you guys see on TV, the one that people visit on Emmanuel TV, it's the beautiful one that you think, oh, it's a glorious one. No. We go to the diabolical one when you go there, it's got different huts. And that's where there are huts where the lamps that cannot be switched off in that hut. That is where pubic hairs would be cut off. You feed the fishes with them. That is where your plastic bag with your menstruals, you have to throw it into this big basket with the serpents inside, right? And that is when you will be made to sleep on the floor in the hut. And while he is having his way with you, chances are there'll be a serpent surrounding you and moving around you while he's busy on top of you.
Wait a minute. In these huts, TB Joshua is there as well?
Yes.
And the serpent that you're referring to, it's a live serpent.
Yes. So that is why for me, I'm not afraid of any snake or of any serpent, because I've seen so many of them at Schoen that even if I had to see one now, I won't run. Like, your mind is programmed to not fear these things. It's like your mind just goes into a mode of, I see it, but I'm not scared. So then they will open this big calabash, and you must throw your bag, the black plastic bag with your sanitary towels, into that calabash. And once you've thrown it in that calabash, then there's a group of men that are there, that are the prayer warriors that are there doing incantations, praying. And if you're there, if anyone has been to synagogue, when you go to synagogue, you have to submit your ID picture, right, on your form. Now, these are the pictures that they're praying, and they taking your pictures, bashing them into the tree, clicking all kind of incantations. And if Temi Tokbe wants to have his way with you, you will sleep on the floor, and the floor is there's a drawing of like a triangle, like two triangles. I don't know that symbol, and you have to sleep on it, and then he will have his way. But here's the thing: when he's having his way with you, it's not human, because it's like you've got this animal breathing on you.